afternoon, and greetings to you from, drum roll, somewhere nearby Davenport, Iowa. And, or we could say somewhere near Moline, Illinois. I don't know, which one do you like? Which one do you prefer? Let's go with Moline, Illinois, means that we still are actually technically in Illinois. Not even technically. I mean, we're just still in the state of Illinois. I mean, we entered it, we're just still inside of it. That sounds gross. Oh my God. I think that we just went through a swarm of bees. Wow. Did you see that? No honey for you. Huh. That is a green light. Sweet potatoes. So, let's see here. Yeah, what are we doing? We are currently running the I-80 bypass around Davenport. As I said, still within the limits of the Illinois state.
Say a command.
How about a cup of coffee? No, huh? She won't do it. She never does. However, we will be crossing over the state line in the Mississippi River over into Iowa here shortly, in about 10 miles, I think, or something like that. And boy, what a day we're having. We are having like a you know what? I hesitate to even say, you know, that we're having a good day, but we are, you know, with help. Let's go ahead and check in. We got Friday, May 14th, 2021. Stay focused, don't drive drowsy, arrive alive. Okay. Current local time out here near Moline is 2:36 in the PM. Yes, we have crossed over another time zone. We are gaining hours back as we continue on westward out to California, Woodland, California specifically. Beautiful 72 degrees out here, kind of well, it looks, you know, kind of overcast up over there, but it's mostly sunny, I guess. I almost kind of like a hazy kind of cloudy, you know, it's kind of just like a hazy kind of cloud, I don't know. And we are at an elevation of 530 feet, give or take. There you go, Moline Quad City Airport, 1 mile. And what else? We are down to 1,904 miles remaining on this trip from Leominster, Massachusetts, out to Woodland, California. Like I said, we began with about 3,036. What was it? Just yesterday morning, I think. It was, yeah, shit. I mean, we just started off this trip yesterday morning. We're already down to 19,000 miles, 1,900 miles. Pretty good. But we've had two fairly, you know, efficient days of driving here. I mean, as efficient as it can be for, well, New York means 65 mile an hour speed limits all the way through their state, and I think it was 65 for the most part for Massachusetts as well. Where did we end up last night? We ended up at a service plaza. Was it inside? I think it was just inside Indiana. Something like that. And then, well, Indiana is a 65 mile an hour state also for trucks. Maybe I take that back. I don't think, actually, yeah, where did we wind up? It was Vermilion. So that might have been Ohio still, and Ohio's a 70 mile an hour state. But whatever. It matters not. We went ahead, got such an early start yesterday that we were able to shut down last night at that rest area or service plaza. While it was still daylight, I think like 7 o'clock, 7:30 or something like that. Watched the sun go down and went ahead, kicked the feet up, got in the rack, and got up this morning at about 6 a.m. Got underway about 7. And we just been ripping our way westbound on I-80 since. And so, as a result, here we are. It's 2:30. What I say? Yeah, 2:40 now in the PM, and we're down to 3.5 hours of drive time left for the day. So, we'll have ourselves a nice another early day today and early start tomorrow, and that's the way I like it. I really do. It's a nice thing to be sitting here at 2:30, 2:40 in the afternoon and looking at actually being off of work at 6 o'clock or so. And it helps that we gain an hour back. Because out there on the East Coast, of course, it's still 3:40. So. That's the nice thing about the backhaul, is gaining those hours back. Heading eastbound, it's kind of like, man, it just gets late and later and later, faster and sooner. And it's like, next thing you know, it's like, man, what happened to my day? But whatever. So, yep, doing the backhaul. And yesterday was just a weird day, I'll tell you what. I don't know. It was just a weird damn day. Today, however, is, as I said, so far so good. Right lane closed, 2 miles ahead, yeah. It almost started off today, actually. We actually almost started off with not such a great day in that, let's see, what was it, last night? Or I guess maybe this morning, rather, about 2 a.m. I had to, get up, come up to the front, fire up the truck, make sure I didn't drain out the batteries again. And so went back to sleep. Like I said, got up about 6 a.m. Got underway about 7:30 or 7 or 7:30, whatever it was. And went and merged in with traffic, got this puppy up to speed, and went to go turn on the cruise control and took my foot off the pedal and it slowed down. I went, oh, that was weird. Okay, let me do it again, right? Because like, for some reason on this truck, you know how cruise controls are, you know, you have an on-off switch and then you have your controls, right? On this truck, you can't just turn it on. You have to turn it on, you have to cycle the on switch twice before it'll actually work, right? Well, I don't know why, it's just always been like that. So I do that again, I cycle through it again, go to, you know, hit the set speed button and nothing. It just slows back down. And I was like, man, you know, with whatever I started off with the day, I think like 2,400 or 2,300 miles still remaining to get to where I'm going. I'm like, that's gonna be a long freaking drive for my right foot. Well, I have to drive 2,400 miles using my foot to keep this thing moving. Like your foot, I mean, no bullshit, your foot will cramp up, your leg gets tired, you know, it messes with the way you're seated and your back, and your butt, your thigh, your calf. I mean, I've had to do it before, and it's like the only way to do it, you gotta kind of like wedge your foot in to the side of the accelerator pedal, so that way you don't got to keep muscle pressure on it, right? Because I'm serious, your freaking foot will cramp up and it can get pretty painful. So I pulled off at the next service plaza that I could. I mean, I wanted to deal with this soon. I wanted to find out what the deal is with it soon. So I pulled off and turned off the engine and then cycled the key through a few times because it'll like reset and stuff. If you cycle the key on and off 3 times and let it go through its whole relay process and all that, it'll reset some things. So I did that. Got back on 80. Press that on button. Had it up to speed. Hit the set button, and it was good to go. So hopefully it doesn't become an issue. At least till we get to California. So there we go. Welcome to Iowa once again. Just like that. There we go. Figure I'd go ahead and check in with you and let you know I haven't forgot about you. So anyways, yep, that's it for now. We'll see you in a bit.
Come out behind that white car, Sheriff. Okay, okay.
Looks like we're about to go past a big long military convoy here. So I figured I'd bring you in, let you get a look-see.
Well, Illinois National Guard, they must be invading Iowa.
Nah, they're hauling a load of Joe Biden's bobblehead dolls out to California, IKEA. Gonna start forcing some COVID injections out there.
Get out of there on their way to Nebraska to enforce a mask mandate, which we're getting rid of. Yeah, and you know all these luggage idiots that continue to wear the masks. Some of these businesses will probably never get rid of this shit. Well, you know, it's not so much that. It's just that, you know, vaccination card that they give you now. I'm waiting for, you know, everybody to be like, oh, you can't come into Walmart if you don't have that card, or you can't come into the truck stop if you don't have that card, or... Yeah, they'll probably start that shit, you know. Some of the colleges are letting their college students come back without it.
That's the mark of the beast, man. Don't you know it? Like, that's why they have the mask on thing, right? They know they can't just put a fucking tattoo on your forehead or on your right hand. Too many people are watching out for it, right? It's the mark of the beast, man. Fucking playing on this script.
Yeah, it is, and all these assholes that got one man that got the vaccination, they're gonna line right up for that mark. And just like that whole cryptocurrency thing, all that is trying to get rid of the paper money system. Everything will be on a card for you, and just like direct deposit now, you don't get a paycheck and go to the bank. It's all going to be on a card. They're going to tell you how much you're allowed to spend on food and how much money you're allowed to have. It's all going to be government issued before long.
That's ultimate communism right there, man.
I think that's the mark of the beast. Without that, you don't get nothing. For one, so they can kiss my ass. Now, if they start that bullshit, there's going to be a lot of chaos. No, not really, because they're indoctrinating these kids in school and in college now to accept this stuff as the way life should be, and they come out and they don't know any better.
Yeah, that shit's been going on for a lot longer than this now, man.
Oh, I know.
They look down the road like 50 years, man. They look down like staring a big ship out in the ocean, man. They prepare in advance for like at least 50 years for what's coming. And like what's happening now, they've had in the works for like 50 years. Of course, last thing I think we need to worry about is our own fucking National Guard boys, man. These are our boys right here. They know fucking better than stupid shit.
Well, I saw a UN convoy one time down in New Mexico, and I couldn't figure out what, you know, they were all UN vehicles. They weren't ours, marked as ours. And, you know, there's a contingency, like even back when I was in the Army, if anything were to ever happen in this country, they know our soldiers, for the most part, wouldn't fire on our own citizens. So they have, you know, basically how we send peacekeeping forces over to other countries, they have UN forces that are supposed to come over here and take care of things.
Yeah, I seen a bunch of stuff about that too. Man, like 2014, 2015, I was started getting real into paying attention to all that stuff. Like, remember like Jane Helm came out and shit?
Yeah, those UN trucks, they had multinational soldiers over here doing training. And I think the training had something to do with that shit.
Yeah.
Everybody calls for this. I'm not sure if it was Brezhnev or Khrushchev, whichever one it was. That was down at Disney World one time, and he was being interviewed. It was during the Cold War there, and they asked him, you know, would Russia ever invade America? And he said Russia would never have to invade America. He said America is going to fall within itself because they'll become communist and we'll never have to fire a shot.
Yeah, that's the way they do it. That's the way they've been doing it for, fuck, man, since I think the Bolshevik revolution or something like that.
Yeah, that was Khrushchev that said that. Yeah, I couldn't remember whether it was Brezhnev or Khrushchev that said it, but thanks.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you can recognize the signs and symbols and the terms and the phrases of the Communist Party, you'll know already that this country has already been basically, you know, they got their hooks in so fucking deep in this country and across the world. It's not even funny. I mean, it's kind of profound actually to wake up and see just how deep they got this shit in.
Well, if you look at history, the average life of an empire, like the Roman Empire or the Ottoman Empire or any of them, is 250 years. The United States is at like 240 years, 240 some years. You know, if you go by history and the length of empire lasts, we're at the end, and you can see it coming.
Right. And now I'm going to go here and really, truth be told, the United States of America only lasted 150 years. It was over in the Civil War, so 1776 to fucking 1871. That was it. Once we had the Civil War, the United States was not united anymore. People were fighting against the fucking people. So we haven't really had what we think the United States of America is since long before we were being around. I mean, they wrote a whole fucking entire new constitution and everything.
Keep that mask mandate on for quite a while. Is that fucking Best Buy?
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to believe that at some point fucking people are gonna fucking wake up to this shit, but honestly, man, I just don't see it ever happening. I hate to say it, but I just don't.
Because they're stupid. They follow people like Joe Biden.
Yeah, well, I mean, where do they get their information from? They get it all from fucking, you know, that big square box in their fucking, you know, or that little one in their hands. And, I mean, we all know that shit can just take them over. So, you know, it's not really their fault they get brainwashed. Shit, I was probably brainwashed for a while there too.
Well, you know, they turn around and they tell this younger generation, oh, you went to college and you spent all this money and you learned like a good comrade. We're gonna pay for your college and everything else, and life's gonna be great. We're gonna provide for you. Trust us. The same shit they told the Indians on the reservations.
Yep, Big Daddy government. They want everybody to believe that government created man, whereas man actually created government. So who's really the authority is man, not fucking government. I mean, and that's the thing. They got everybody running around calling themselves fucking citizens. They don't even know what the fuck they are. And go back to what did God create, right? You know, if you want to go God created? God created man. Man created government. So therefore, man is the authority of government. Period.
Well, you know, they make that they call it an insurrection on January 6th, you know, that happened. Technically, if you read the Constitution, in the Constitution it tells you that it's our duty as citizens, if the government gets out of hand, to overthrow it and replace it.
Yeah, I know it. You know it. The problem is it's already done been insurrected. We already done had the fucking coup, and it's been around for a long fucking time. That's why nothing ever changes, man. People think, oh, you go Democrat or you go Republican. No, it's both. They're both in on it, I figure. They just want to give a perception of difference, and people believe that they got freedom. Yep, we love it.
Did you see what that dumb motherfucker Rachel Maddow said? No, I missed it. Oh, shit. I was listening to Chris Brandt today out of the Chicago radio station. I like listening to that guy. He was talking about her, and she says she was on TV, you know, whatever you call that. You know when they lifted the mask plate yesterday? She's on TV talking about, well, I don't know if I can be programmed to walk around without a mask now. Yeah, you know the thing, they lifted that mask, you know, and all that. But you go somewhere, you're still going to get that evil eye for not wearing one, you know? Yeah, they were talking about that bullshit.
see y'all later. All right, well, here we go. Welcome back. Greetings to you from TA, Brooklyn, Iowa. Oh boy, I hope I'm not forgetting to do anything that I should be doing. Meaning like grabbing food. But we're covered. I think we're good to go for tonight.
Turn right on I-80.
Everybody be checking your mirrors. We got a eastbound Smoky Bear, hammer down.
Yeah, Brooklyn, Iowa. Went from the Bronx, New York.
Coming up on the 198, hammer down.
Now we're in Brooklyn, Iowa. And we're out running Smoky Bear. Actually, he's talking to eastbound.
Continue on I-80.
Oh, yep. So we have just topped off the tanks and went and got a little exercise. I'll tell you, this dog, he's getting fat. Like, I just now noticed it. Just like today's the first time I really noticed it when he was running for the ball. Not because he was being too, necessarily lazy about it, but I could actually see this fat, like not, he's getting fat. That's not good. This dog should not be fat. This breed of dog should not be fat. They should always be physically fit, you know what I mean? And he is, but he's getting fat. Like, oh God, I've not been getting him enough exercise lately. Of course, I'm getting fat too. So, what does that say? Neither of us are getting the exercise we should be, I guess. Oh boy. Guess we gotta turn the wipers on full on here. So, what time do we got? We got 5:02 in the PM local out here in Iowa. And interestingly enough, we still have 2 hours remaining of drive shift time available. But that's awesome. Like, it's 5, so we'll be off by 7. So that works for me. It'll still be daylight out, and that works for Max too, I'm sure. Because wherever we land, hopefully it'll be someplace where we can get some more exercise for him. I mean, that's typically what I'm always shooting for when I pull off. It doesn't always happen. It's pretty difficult to find places where you can get a dog this young off the leash and get some exercise for him. So, whatever, that's the plan for this evening. Hence, was I forgetting to grab anything like food, right? But I have enough to have dinner for tonight. And he has enough for dinner for the night. We have for breakfast for tomorrow. And, yeah, so there you go. So as we run temperature now is 64 degrees. Elevation 900 feet. And 1,788 miles remaining out to Woodland. Am I gonna be able to pass this car? I don't think I am, actually. So yeah, that was a pretty interesting little conversation that was being had on the CB earlier. I don't know. Yeah. It's funny as you travel across the states, and anytime there's like, for sure, anytime that there's a backup, right? Where you got a whole bunch of truck drivers all on the interstate, all sitting in traffic. Everybody comes out about, gets on the radio and talk about stuff, right? And one of the worst things that truck drivers get started talking about is politics of any kind. It just never goes well. And what's funny is everybody seems to be every single individual who pipes in and starts talking knows the absolute truth of things and what it takes to fix it, right? And typically, it's, exactly what they heard on their favorite radio station. They're just reiterating what they heard somebody say. They don't really have a fucking clue what the truth about any of it is, and nobody really does, honestly. We like to think we do. We all think that we are the best judge of what should be done, right? And I tell you something, we ain't. We just ain't. You know what I mean? Because we don't have the truth, right? To make a good judgment, to know what kind of solution a problem needs, you need to have factual, truthful data, right? And then you can come up with a solution. If all you have is a bunch of lies and gibberish and nonsense and rumor and gossip and political propaganda to try and come up with a solution, you're never going to get it. You're just never going to get it. You know what I mean? That's the truth. So, but I mean, whatever, guys. Oh, wow, that's a bummer. Wow. Man, that's a nasty situation right there on the left, on the eastbound lanes there. Eastbound, Victor, Amarillo there. You got one of those outlaws going down on the shoulder there. And you got a guy there trying to fix tires. Got more tires. Why do I keep switching over in the left lane like I'm going to be able to pass this car? I can't. they're doing exactly the same speed as me. But so yeah, it can be amusing, just to hear what Biden's a liar. Oh, Trump's this or that, or I mean, you hear that from either side of the fence, from either side of the row or the aisle. You hear just the same dumb, stupid comments about it, right? As if that's going to change stuff, right? Calling Biden a liar, whether it be true or not, or calling Trump a liar, whether it be true or not, is not going to solve anything. And, light bulb, ding-a-ling-a-ling, why waste your breath? You know what I'm saying? Like, why waste your energy and worrying about stuff that there's nothing that you can do about? I don't know. But people do it. And, they're just hoping. I think probably what everybody is just hoping is that they will utter something that God's going to hear, and God's going to go, "Oh, that's what we should do to fix it all," right? As if God doesn't know. Yeah. It's what it's like. It's funny. I don't know. I do it all the time. I'm like, oh, I can't believe this and that. And this is stupid and whatnot. Maybe God will hear me and be like, oh, that's what needs to be done. Come on. Right? So I don't know. It's pretty funny stuff. And I am not I'm just going to make this disclaimer. I am not a God-fearing individual, right? Okay, I'm just not. Why would I be? You know what I'm saying? I figure God's gonna do what God's gonna do, whether I like it or not, and there ain't nothing I can do or say to change it. So why, I better damn well learn to deal with it, right? Whatever it may be, I don't know. I mean, not only is the universe stranger than you can imagine it is. It's not only is the universe stranger than you imagine it is stranger than you can imagine it is, right? And that's the paradox of man, or that's the the human what do they call it? Human problem, whatever. I don't know. Who knows? Max is choking his chicken. That's how he handles his problems. He just chokes his chicken. What I do to him, he does to his chicken. So he yells at it, smacks it, and tells it no in his own language. It's like, I tell him to stop barking. His chicken squeaks, so he says, "Stop squeaking, you chicken." It's pretty funny. Yeah. So anyways, that's a wrap for now. Once again, I hope y'all are doing well. And let's not worry about things let's not worry about problems that we don't have the ability to control, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, we'll see y'all down the road. Well, hey there. Hey, Max. Greetings to you once again. I better go on duty and then off duty. Yes, greetings once again from Grand Army of the Republic of China, no, of I-80 rest area or whatever it is. Isn't that kind of cool how the the obelisk is holding up the pillar of the sun? Like, it is too. It's like pointing right where the sun is right now, I think. Isn't that cool? Like how that just kind of worked out. That's like, wow. Wow, it's a big one. It really is, actually. I mean, if the clouds weren't there right now, it would be like perfectly in line. I bet you there's some sort of magic thing happening right now to us from the angle of the sun and the tip of that there obelisk or pillar. Or, okay, it's a wind turbine blade, but still, jeez, it's bright, eh? It's so bright, eh? That's actually badass, man. Yeah, Max, jeez, dude. Seriously, he's all excited right now because he's talking to me. Oh my goodness, what a day, what a day. Let's see, how did we do anyways today, I wonder. Man, not great. So, yeah, our mileage reflects the nature of the states that we've been driving through for the last 2 days. Yesterday, we got 674 miles. Today, we got 676 miles. Yesterday, we did 10 hours and 27 minutes. Today, we did 10 hours and 38 minutes. So, we got ourselves an extra 2 miles out of an extra 11 minutes. So, what can you do? There's only so much you can do. It's like, wow. Yep. It's safe to say I'm I-80'd out. Like I'm ready to go down to the 40 again. For a couple months or something. That's just a cool shot, so I'm just kind of battling through it just to keep that shot going here, really, is what I'm doing. But, yeah, whatever. Is this another freaking tick, Max? Did you pick up another freaking tick? Is that another one? I gotta pick them out. What is that? I don't know. Yeah, so let's see, what do we got? 6:43 now in the PM, and we are quitting time. It's beer 30, baby. Okay, maybe not for us. It's Coca-Cola 30. Huh. It's bottled water 30. Tang, maybe, or something. Red Bull 30. I don't know. So yeah, it's been a heck of a drive. Through, let's see, Illinois and Indiana. Man, a lot of traffic. Just people, it's Friday. People either, coming or going. I guess going, maybe. I don't know. So a lot of traffic out today. A lot of road work. I mean, Illinois is just littered. Or maybe it was Indiana. It was Indiana. Indiana is just littered. It's just the cone zone state. I know I said it on the way out, to the East Coast, but it really is. It's just littered with cone zones, man. And it's a 65-mile-an-hour state to begin with. So with all these freaking cone zones all through it, man. And then going out through from Gary, Indiana, out all the way to Joliet, basically, where you cross the state line there south of Chicago. It's just a disaster, right? And you break through that, right? And you're whipping along through Illinois there, and the next thing you know, it's just travelers like crazy. I don't know. It's just bananas. A lot of people out. But whatever. 676, whatever. I guess that's, it is what it is. So what we have left ourselves with 1,676 miles to go. We have basically tomorrow and Sunday and a few hours on Monday to do it. Means that the boss upped the delivery time from a Wednesday, which was way too much time, to Monday at 10 a.m. I don't know why he did that. I just don't know why. I have a feeling I know why. But I mean, it's not really like, man. So we're gonna get there when we get there, basically. And our shot is leaving us with the clouds. Thanks, Max. Thanks for the saliva kiss all over. Yep, I did just take a shower and everything too, but you know, why, who cares? Max, settle down. He thinks I'm talking to him. So, anyways, I'm just going to leave you with that shot right there. I hope y'all are doing well. I truly do. And we will see you somewhere down the road. Somewhere over yonder tomorrow, I imagine, I figure. Take care. See ya.